made on purpose, living it out. This is made on image project. Hello, welcome back. I am Randy, and we are going to be reading our entry number 3, and we're going to meet our third diarist. But before that, I want to talk to you about the hardest prayer that doesn't always get prayed. And so during my recovery season, I had all the time in the world to pray. I was stuck with nothing but time, but I couldn't. Not that I wouldn't, but I couldn't. Sometimes I'd open my mouth and a fluent version would come out, the one I'd been performing at every bedside in Bible study, saying, "Thank you for this day. Please be with us. Watch over us." The liturgy of capable. And underneath of it, standing outside the door of me, was a real prayer, the one that started with, "Where did I go? Where did you go?" But I know that the unfinished prayer is not faithlessness. But I didn't know it then, and it scared me half to death. So today's diarist is standing exactly where I stood. She teaches God's love all day, and she holds it together all night. And she could not feel it anywhere. So if that's you, I hope you stay to the end because I have something for you. We're going to read entry number 3, Strong Twice a Day. And it's going to be off of the published post of Strong Twice a Day over in the Strong Friends Diaries. And we're going to meet Melissa. So there are two shifts to my strength. Nobody sees both. There's a day shift with 26 10-year-olds. It's Jalen who needs me to notice his new shoes because nobody at home did. It's the reading groups and the fire drills and Deshawn's mother on the phone packing during lunch, crying over things that a fourth grade teacher cannot fix but apparently must hold. It's 45 minutes of small hands raised, all of them needing, but none of them wrong for that needing. And I love them. I do want that written down where I can see it. I love them. Each and every 26 10-year-old in my class. The needing is not the problem. The night shift started at 9:40 when my phone lit up. My best friend, the one everybody thinks is bulletproof. Quick with a laugh, always fine, the one her whole family dials first. She doesn't call to fall apart. She calls to almost fall apart. Which is more tiring, honestly, because I have to listen for the claps underneath the comedy. And tonight it was a story about her mother and a doctor's appointment, and who was going to drive, which was told funny, told fast, and I did what I do. I caught what she was actually throwing. And we talked until almost 11:15, and she said, "I don't know what I'd do without you, Mel." And I said, "You'd be fine." She laughed. We both let that be a joke. But here's what I did after waking up. And I wanted to write it exactly because I think it might be the truest thing about my life right now. I sat on the edge of my bed and I tried to pray. And what came out was the teacher voice, the calm, organizing, capable voice. "Lord, thank you for this day. Be with her, Mom. Be with Jalen. Be with..." But then there was nothing. The list ran out, and I sat there in the dark with my hands open on my knees like two empty dishes. The honest prayer, the one that's been standing outside the door of me for months. It knocked again. And I know what it wants to say. It wants to say, "I teach your love all day, Lord, and I hold it up all night, and I cannot feel it anywhere. Where did you go? Better yet, where did I go?" I didn't pray it. I couldn't. I'm the one people bring their doubts to. Sunday before last, a woman from my small group cried in my car about her prodigal son and said, "You're the strongest believer I know." And I held her hand and I prayed a beautiful prayer over her. And it was. This is the confession. It was a craft. I know how the words go. And I've been fluent in comfort for so long that I can speak it without even feeling a thing. The faithful one, running on fumes in vocabulary. But here's the question I couldn't finish tonight. And I left it here in ink because it has to go somewhere. If I'm strong twice a day for everyone else, who's strong for me at midnight? But I fell asleep before I could answer it.
Mom.
Melissa, we'll call her, is the faithful one. She just told us a secret that faithful ones never tell. If at first if you notice, the chain is growing. Her 9:40 phone call, the friend who calls almost to fall apart, everything told funny and told fast. You've met her. She's the woman from the break room, the chair by the window, in entry number 1. Our first diarist leans on Melissa. Melissa catches what she's actually throwing. And now we know. The woman holding everyone actually has someone holding her who is running on fumes. And if you're noticing, the circle is also drawing itself. Nobody in it can see the shape. Fluent in comfort is the second part. She's been fluent in comfort for so long that she can speak it without feeling a thing. I want to be gentle but honest here. Because at the same time, if you serve in a church, a classroom, or a family, you know this fluency. It's not hypocrisy. Please hear me on that. It's not hypocrisy. It's what happens when a gift gets used past its maintenance schedule. The words are still true, because when she says them over the crying woman in her car, what's broken isn't her theology. It's just her supply line. The third part, the question she fell asleep before she could not answer, who is strong for me at midnight? Notice she didn't say nobody. She says she fell asleep at first. She fell asleep first. The Strong Friends defense mechanisms are merciful like that. They tuck us in before the answer arrives. But the question doesn't expire overnight. It'll be waiting. It always is. So, here's what I promised you. For everyone whose prayers have been stalling. In the Psalms, it's full of prayers. How long isn't a failure of faith? It's in the hymn book. If all you have tonight is a sigh with God's name attached, please pray it. Pray that sigh. He was never grading the fluency. That's always been us. For your reflection, what would your honest prayer say? The one standing outside the door. If you let it in for one sentence. One sentence is all I ask. That's the whole assignment. And in next week's entry, we're going to read entry number 4, the one that everyone leans on. The second Saturdays, a grill, and a man who takes everyone's heavy things and then hands his wife the weather report. The chain becomes visible, all of it, and I don't want you to miss it. So, this is the Strong Friends Diaries, and they are all written and read by me, Randy Donahoe, and they are composites. They're no real names, no real towns, but if one of them sounded like you, that's the point. I want you to know that you're not alone. So there are new entries every week at madeintheimageprojects.com, and the Strong Friends letter goes out every Tuesday. One honest story, one reflection, straight to your inbox. So until we meet the next time, I want you to know that you were wanted before you were needed. So go live like it.